Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Ray and Ace. College football week 5. Let's go, Ace.
All right, boys and girls, college football week 5. Cinco cannot wait. Coming off an unbelievable week 4. I told the boys and girls it's going to be a juicy weekend, and it was. Big Ray and me went 7-1. Just cleaned up this weekend. It was one of those weekends I told the boys and girls, this is the weekend. Empty the 401k, empty the paycheck. This is going to set up your bankroll for the rest of the season. And I know a lot of viewers did, so I got the DMs and I got the pictures of the tickets and a lot of congratulations. Didn't get any tips, but I don't think we have any tips or anything set up. Yeah. I don't think we have our Zelle or Venmo set up. Yeah. We should probably do that so we can, any viewers want to throw us a bone, I'll take it, but... So I know a lot of viewers cleaned up, and I hope a lot of other ones that we didn't hear from did, but what a weekend, Big Ray. Right. What a weekend, 7-1, and NFL was great as well. I don't know, a lot of viewers are crossing over to NFL also, and so it was just a really juicy weekend, Big Ray. Juicy weekend. I mean, me overall 9-0, NFL and college 9-0 this weekend, so it was a really good weekend. Cannot wait for this week. The lines look good again. Super excited. Before we get into anything else, subscribe, like, and comment. I want to see 200 likes this week, Big Ray. Yeah. Let's hit 200 likes this week. Our goal for this season, we haven't talked about, is we're trying to get to 10K subscribers on our YouTube. So help us do that, boys and girls. Click the subscribe button. Help us get to 10K by the end of the season. And then I have a bonus pick, but I'm not going to put the bonus pick unless we get 100 new followers on Instagram. Yeah. Right now we're at 1779. Yeah. So I'm asking for 100 new followers on Instagram. All you got to do is quickly pause the video right now. Go to our Instagram, link is in the description, click follow. We get 100, I'll put a bonus pick on Saturday for the boys and girls. So cannot wait. What about you, Big Ray? What's going on this weekend for you?
Nothing planned yet.
Okay, well, I want a couple of things I want to kind of go over before we get into the docket of games and all that good stuff. First thing I heard yesterday, so we're filming today on Tuesday. Yesterday was, I'm hearing today, I read somewhere today is National Pancake Day. Yesterday was National Pancake Day. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Did you have pancakes?
Yeah, of course.
You did?
Yeah.
Shit. Where did you have pancakes?
IHOP, bro.
And you didn't invite me? And you didn't even tell me? Oh my gosh. I just found out. I was so pissed that I missed pancake. How was it? What kind of pancakes did you get?
Blueberry freaking pancakes, made to order.
Blueberry pancakes. Can't go wrong with blueberry. I personally, my favorite is chocolate chip pancakes with the coconut flakes. Okay. That's my favorite of all time. I mean, I would say number 2 is apple cinnamon. Love the apple cinnamon pancakes. Blueberry is probably number 3. And then you got the banana nut pancakes. Those are always pretty solid. But you actually went. Should have gave me a heads up, Big Ray, or at least let me know. I would have went myself. Even though it's like you're not in the mood for pancakes, but if it's National Pancake Day, you just got to go and have pancakes.
Yeah.
It gets National Donut Day. I go and get a donut. Just doesn't matter. I have to do it. Probably go to 2 places. A National Ice Cream Day. Right. There's certain days, it seems like nowadays there's a National Everything. National Cookie Day, National
Pick My Boogers Day.
Yeah, National, gotta pick your boogers on that day. So there's a National Everything, and I'm just, I feel left out that I missed out on the National Pancake Day. But that leads me to my next question. For all the viewers and the subscribers that are watching right now, everybody's tuning in from different cities and states, comment below your favorite place to go and get pancakes. Yeah. So in there, and then if you have a recommendation on what pancake to order, so say, hey, name the restaurant, the city and state, and then if you have a recommendation, what type of pancakes. I always travel a lot domestically, whether it's road trips and flying domestically all over the U.S. I've probably driven across country 3 times completely cross country from Los Angeles all the way to New York, DC, and I've done a few other road trips up and down. And so I'll travel, and if you guys give me a spot, I'll put that on the list if I'm gonna go through the area, and I'll stop out. So I'm looking forward to that, especially Pancake Day. And if any viewers from Los Angeles, you guys got a spot anywhere in Los Angeles, Orange County that's a go-to for pancakes, let us know. I mean, right now, the big one is just the original Pancake House.
Yeah,
it's not great, but I just go there all the time.
Exactly, yeah.
Pancakes, IHOP you can't go wrong with.
Yeah.
You're always getting good pancakes. There's a lot of gourmet places, and sometimes I'm in the mood for some gourmet stuff, but for the most part, just give me a cup of joe, give me a stack of pancakes, give me some hash browns, and give me some scrambled eggs, and I'm good to go. Actually, on that note, while we're talking breakfast, are you a tater tot kind of guy, hash browns, or just straight potatoes?
Straight potatoes. You know the place we go to in Vegas.
Yeah.
Those potatoes.
Egg and I in Vegas, they just give you the potatoes. They got the seasoning salt on that. Those are bomb.
Yeah.
But you're all about the potatoes.
If the potatoes come like that, yeah.
Yeah, those are hard. Those are good. It's hard to get that good ones unless you're going to Egg and I.
Yeah.
I like hash browns. I'm a hash brown guy.
Otherwise, I'd go hash browns.
And I like the crispy hash browns. I like them really crispy. I love them. Throw some salt, pepper on there. Woo! Cholula, you could throw on the hot sauce or the Tabasco, the Cholula, and I do that sometimes, but I like to just keep it simple. Salt and pepper and get some hash browns. I'm so getting pumped about it. Can't wait for my next breakfast. And I know we're going to be out in Vegas very soon, but I was looking up some spots in Vegas for breakfast, okay?
Okay.
And there looks like there's some place that looks exact same menu or is similar to Egg and I. It's called Egg Works.
That's their partner. I looked on their site, bro.
It's their partner.
They're the same thing. They're the same ownership.
Just different name.
I think they have like lunch too. That's why.
Interesting. So they throw out lunch also.
Yeah.
But they're the partner.
Yeah, they're together. But
are we gonna hit that place up?
It's the same thing, bro.
So it's the same thing. It's just we're not going to get anything out of it.
I want to go to the same exact location.
Yeah, we have to go to that Egg and I, the exact same location. What's that, on Sahara, I believe?
Yeah, I believe.
Okay, so Egg Works is the same deal.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Okay, so I got a few places. I don't have the names. I marked them on my Yelp.
Right.
So if any viewers got any place for breakfast in Vegas, throw it in the comment as well. Definitely want to. I'm a breakfast guy, that's for sure. And that's going to lead us to the next question with the question of the day here. But I'm a breakfast guy, so I want to find out whatever breakfast spots people got. Let us know in Vegas. Definitely going to be out there in the next week or so. Announcement coming soon. So if the viewers are going to be in town, make sure to, holler at your boy, Big Ree and Ace. Question of the day, Big Ree, question of the day. Back to food. And I know a lot of viewers are like, hey, all this food talk, get to the picks and all that good stuff. And then we always got somebody that wants to comment when the picks start.
Yeah.
He does it right away. So
the timestamps.
That's fine if you guys want to fast forward, but this is really the good stuff. This is what, here's the thing. A lot of our viewers, we got a lot of, probably a majority of our viewers are male, but we do have female viewership, and they actually comment on a subscriber on the Instagram. One girl commented, like, I'm glad that you always mention boys and girls. A lot of us girls bet also.
Yeah.
And she appreciates that. So shout out, I think her name was Susanna Matthews, if I'm correct. So shout out to Susanna and Susan Matthews. And so yeah, we're catering to both, whoever wants to make money on the bets, whoever's taking our lines and picks and wants some insight, boys and girls. But I just kind of lost my train of thought. Where was I getting at?
Question of the day.
The question of the day on the question of the day for food. But question of the day is, what time do you normally eat dinner? So I'm asking you first, Big Ree.
Between 6 and 7. It can be anywhere from 6 to
6 and 7. So that's, see, if you ask me, I would say that's pretty early.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that be like, Ace, what the hell are you talking about? I have dinner at 5:30 or 6.
Yeah.
And so 6:30 and 7 is probably right in there. But I don't know. I feel like unless you're going to sleep at 9.
I'm in bed by 10.
What? You're in bed by 10.
Yeah, I gotta wake up early.
Okay, so that's fair. By 10. I guess
I'm not like asleep by 10, but I'm in bed, done brushing my teeth.
in bed.
In bed.
That's fair, but then don't you get hungry if you're having dinner at 6:30 afterwards? You're done? You're good?
That's it.
See, that's the thing. Like, I feel like if I have dinner too early, then I'm gonna get, hungry. Then I'm gonna start snacking on some,
I'll eat
junk
like
food.
a snack before I sleep too, like at 8.
Okay,
But
so
I always put a time, like where my cutoff time is.
that's it.
Nothing.
Just cut off.
That's
That's
it,
good. That's always a good tactic to have that. Just have a cutoff, and you got to be disciplined with that. I mean, I'm just all over the place, to be honest, Big Ree.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even have dinner. There's probably at least 3 days out of the week I don't eat dinner.
Wow.
I just don't. There's probably at least 1 day out of the week I don't eat lunch, and then I just have a big dinner.
Yeah.
And then normally when I do have dinner, the 2 or 3 days that I do have dinner, it's usually a late dinner, 8:30, around 8. I would say 8:30.
Right.
So I don't know. I just like, and then I don't snack. I'm kind of like you. I'm very disciplined after I have my dinner. But on the weekends, that's when I'm snacking.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's cereal, ice cream, chips, cookies, some crap. On the weekends, I'm willing to eat a little bit. But other than that, I'm not. So yeah, I mean, cannot wait for the weekend. It's going to be a juicy, juicy weekend. We got to keep the momentum going after this 7-1 week. And so, anything else you want to throw in, Big Ree?
That's pretty much it. Let's get to the picks before they beat us up.
Yeah, before we get to the picks, comment below. I want to hear what time, what's your,
what time
from the
you have
viewers,
dinner.
what time are you guys having dinner? I just want to know if I'm completely crazy at 8:30, or I kind of really want to know who has like the earliest dinner. I'm looking for those comments, the people that have the super early or super late dinner.
Yeah.
Get some reasoning in there too. Like, give us some of your logic. I love the comments. I've been saying that for the last 5 years. And we do our best to reply to everybody if we can.
Yeah.
So if we don't take any offense. We're not playing any favorites, but I love the comments, to hear the comments from the viewers. So hopefully we get a bunch of comments this week about all the few different questions we got going on, and we get a bunch of likes. We get a lot of subscribers. We get a lot of followers, and let's just keep the momentum going. So. Yeah. If that's going to be it, then we're going to get into the docket, Big Ree.
All right,
you're giving me the green light?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, we got the green light from Big Ree. So without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game 1. We got Kentucky at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a 6.5-point favorite. Kentucky 4-0. Coming off a 31-23 win versus Northern Illinois. They're currently on a 4-game winning streak. But their only impressive win on the season is a 26-16 win at Florida. I do like the quarterback, Will Levis. That guy is solid. And the big news here out of the Kentucky program is running back Chris Rodriguez Jr. is slated to make his season debut. He was suspended, and now he's looking to make a debut. This guy's a stud. Last year he had 1,400 yards and 12 total TDs. That's a big deal. You're 4-0, and you have basically your stud player that didn't even play, and now he's returning, and hopefully he's in game shape, but that's a big deal. Then we got Ole Miss, who's 4-0, coming off a 35-27 win versus Troy. I watched that entire game while I was working out. That was a good game. And they're also on a 4-game winning streak. They definitely look good on paper, 4-0, but their wins are versus Troy, Central Arkansas, Georgia Tech, and Tulsa. So not too many impressive teams. And so that average win margin of 31 is a little bit, a little misleading. That's thank you, Big Ree, for the word. It's a little bit misleading there. But look, none of the teams they won have winning records. I do like the freshman running back, Judkins. That guy's solid. I mean, I was watching him. He was running all over the place.
Right.
They got the SC quarterback transfer, Jackson Dart. He's looking like he's getting a hold of the system. I mean, he's looking solid. He's not looking great. He's not looking bad. He's just looking solid. He had a good game on the ground last week. And look, this is going to be a close game. And that's the thing. If this is going to be a close game, then I'm going towards Kentucky here, right?
Okay.
I can see Ole Miss winning this, but I feel like it's a close game. And if it's a close game, and I'm taking Kentucky 6.5, so that's my pick. I'm taking Kentucky plus 6.5. Game 2, we got Iowa State at Kansas. Iowa State is a 3-point favorite. Iowa State 3-1, coming off a 31-24 loss to Baylor. That was our only game last week that we lost. You had Iowa State minus 2.5. That's the only game we got incorrect on the week out of 8 games. Look, Iowa State is a good team. They're 3-1. They're a good team. They just ran into a good Baylor team, right? They were at home, but they ran into a good Baylor team. Quarterback Hunter Deckens, he'll have a good game against his Kansas D. He'll have a makeup game. Running back Jarrell Brock, that guy is solid. I like him. And look, they have not lost to Kansas since 2014, Big Ree.
Yeah.
And they're a good team. Then we got Kansas, who is 4-0. 4-0, unbelievable. Coming off a 35-27 win versus Duke. 4-0 for the first time in forever. Like, they've been a pretty bad program for the last few years, and I can't remember when they were 4-0. Quarterback Jalen Daniels. That guy is playing lights out right now. 11 touchdowns, 1 interception, and he's running all over the place.
Right.
He's looking really good, but he's not going to keep that up for the rest of the season or even close to it. Look, they are 4-0, but they have given up 400-plus yards in every single game except when they play Tennessee Tech, okay? And look, this line should be -8 Iowa State. This should not be -3 Iowa State. So this line is definitely a messed up line, but Vegas is trying to fool you with this 4-0 Kansas, and everybody, they're going to expect Kansas to jump on it. They're 4-0 against, at home versus Iowa State that just lost. Do not get fooled, boys and girls. I'm taking Iowa State -3. Game 3. We got Arizona State at USC. USC is a 26-point favorite. Arizona State 1-3, coming off a 34-13 loss to Utah. They are currently on a 3-game losing streak. This season is looking like a complete mess. They fired Coach Herm Edwards. But they do have some decent weapons on offense. They got the running back Valladay. They got quarterback Jones. And they've not given up more than 34 points on the season, Big Ree. And, Herm Edwards, they used to have a really good, they were known for their defense. For the last few years, they're known for having a strong defense. And they still got some of those coordinators in place. And you got to remember, they are 1-3, but look, they did play a really good Oklahoma State team.
Right.
They played a really good Utah team. So it's not like they've been playing some doozy opponents, right? So they're playing some really good teams, and I still think they have a really good defense. Then we got USC, who's 4-0. They're coming off a 17-14 win, a squeaker, versus Oregon State out in Corvallis. Everybody said, look, these guys are known for, not playing well in Corvallis, and Oregon State came to play and gave them everything they could handle.
Right, yeah.
Everything. Quarterback Caleb Williams, he didn't look good at all. He looked like complete crap in that game. And look, USC is 4-0, but they struggled against Oregon State and Stanford. They struggled against both of those teams. They didn't just win those games just outright, right? And then they have big wins against Fresno State and Rice, but it's Fresno State and Rice. Not impressed with that. They do got a stud offense. Look, you got Caleb Williams, Mario Williams, Addison. They got the Oregon transfer running back, Dye. I mean, they got a lot of studs on the offensive side. But look, here's the big stat that I want to throw out. And I don't even know if you know this stat, Big Ree. This is a very, very interesting stat. USC is forced 14 turnovers, okay? 14 in 4 games. 4, 4, 4, and 2, okay? Forced 14 turnovers, and I don't think their defense is that good. I think they just forced 4. But do you know how many turnovers USC has on the season?
8.
0. 0. Think about that. You have a turnover difference of 14-0. And you're squeaking out wins against Oregon State and Stanford, and you're beating the hell out of Rice. Look, this is my do not get fooled of the week. This is my lock of the week, boys and girls. USC is a very good team, but there's no way they're winning by 26. Do not get fooled. Lock of the week. I'm taking Arizona State plus 26. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
All right, the first game I'm taking is Minnesota versus Purdue. Minnesota coming out off a blowout win versus Michigan State 31-7. We got Purdue 2-2 coming off a win versus Florida Atlantic. Other win is versus Indiana State. Purdue's averaging 36 points, giving up an average of 23 points. Minnesota averaging 46 points, giving up an average of 8 points. So I'm rolling with the under 53 here and Minnesota minus 12. Me and Ace were discussing this before and kind of switching ways, but I really like Minnesota to cover here. I think they win pretty big by 17-21 roughly, and their defense is really good. Obviously, they blew out Michigan State, so I definitely think this game goes under. I'm more confident in the under, but I do like the spread as well.
Minnesota, I mean, they're looking good. They're gonna pound the ball with Ibrahim, the running back. That guy's legit, and I think the Purdue quarterback is questionable. O'Donnell, I think he's questionable. He's pretty good, but he's questionable from what I understand.
The line opened at 10 and moved all the way to 12 already, so that's kind of a sign.
Interesting. Yeah, sometimes you gotta follow those, those patterns. If you know what you're doing, that's a whole nother discussion and a conversation about following the lines and the movements, but yeah.
The next game I got is Texas A&M, number 17 Texas A&M at Mississippi State. Number 17 Texas A&M 3-1, coming off a win. Only loss against Appalachian State, which Ace freaking called. Mississippi State 3-1, coming off a loss. Sorry, they're coming off a win. Loss versus. Their only loss is versus LSU 31-16. This spread is so sketchy here. I was just like Texas A&M plus 3.5. This is an easy one. And everyone's going to take that. This is the Vegas special of the week. I'm rolling here with Mississippi State minus 3.5, and I'm taking the under 45 as a bonus pick. So we got 4 picks for me there. So I'm rolling with Mississippi State minus 3.5 and under 45. Anything else you want to drop before we...
I mean, I said I got a bonus pick for a 4:30 game on Saturday. Really like that game. Really like the game, and this would be a bonus pick, but I want to see 100 plus subscribers jump on our Instagram. Link is in the description. Follow us, and I'll throw that bonus pick on Instagram.
All right, peace
boys
out, guys
and girls.